like the winter do.
See me with the crew, had to get some food. I see you looking like you do. Had to make a move. Still I gotta move.
If this content is entertaining or informative and helped you in any way, or if you have a video topic request about absolutely anything, send a donation to the Cash App or follow me on social media. Peace. Hey, it's Nate Almighty. Do me a favor. Before you watch the rest of this video, go ahead, hit that bell, man. Subscribe, man. Subscribe. What's up, y'all? Listen, right? So, I'm going to call this video when simping goes wrong. Now, literally, this shit just happened, right? Randomly. God just gives me access to see all the wildest shit. Now, so I live in this building complex, right? As you can see, I'm in this building complex right now. So, you know, I get that urge to get high, right? So I'm like, hey, let me walk a couple houses down, talk to the weed man, right? Now where I live, it's like different like units. They go by like number, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the odd numbers is on this side, right? All the even numbers is on this side, right? So the weed man is on the even side. But there's an upstairs and a downstairs also to my complex, right? So the weed man door is downstairs, right? So I walk, I'm knocking on the door. I look to the side at the driveway. His car not there, but sometimes when his car not there, he's still like in the house, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe like his girl took the kids out to get something to eat or something, right? So I'm knocking on the door. He not answering. I'm like, damn, this nigga not here? Fuck, right? So I keep knocking. While I'm knocking, upstairs to the right, I hear a bunch of commotion in the apartment, right? So this chick comes out. This is a chick who, she ain't really been like living in this complex for too long, maybe like 3 months. I had seen her before when I came to get weed and the weed man wasn't there. But then I noticed she was blowing on that gas, so I had knocked on the door and I'm like, hey, you selling weed? She like, no. I'm like, well, anyways, let me buy a blunt worth off you, right? Right, but anyways, I'm looking to my right side, up towards her apartment. She steps outside, right? She steps outside. She looking frustrated, all flustered and shit, right? I'm like, hey, you good? Mind you, I was hearing her argue with some nigga. Now, I don't know her business. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as a man, she sounded like she was slightly in distress. So I'm like, hey, you all right? She like, no, I'm not. Initially in my head, I'm like, hey, you not all right? You arguing with your nigga, right? That shit ain't got shit to do with me. And like, I'm about to come save you, ho. You know what I'm saying? But while in the middle of her saying that, she steps back in the house. She arguing with a nigga. She like, didn't I say to put your clothes on and get the fuck out of my house? Right? So a nigga arguing and shit. I hear the nigga talking, right? He like, yo, man, I just gave you $600. All I want to do is fuck and eat your butt. I just want to lick your ass. What's the problem? Right? So while he's saying that, she opening the door. She like, nigga, we didn't agree to that. You all high off coke and shit. I don't like that. Why you trying to force yourself on me, right? Fake making a scene, because I'm there, right? Anyways, while she talking, the bitch is outside of her door. And the nigga, it looks like the nigga trying to come outside the house, right? She's kind of like trying to close her door on him. But I think she realized what she was doing. The fact that this man don't live in her house, and she was giving him the opportunity to lock her out her own house. While I'm looking up there, right, she lets the man step outside, right? I see a tall ass nigga with glasses steps outside the house, butt ass naked. Seen the nigga whole dick, I almost threw up. Turn my head to the left. I'm like, oh shit, this is none of my business, right? Right, so Dude walking in the house, he like, pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. But see, I come from a family, a long line of alcoholics and drug addicts. So I could tell by how he sound and how he talking that he is lit off cocaine. You know what I'm saying? He's lit off the snifferelli. You feel me? He's smacked. But now I'm knocking on the door. I notice the weed man not there. I'm like, hey, to the girl, I'm like, hey, you got weed? She like, yeah, but just help me get this nigga out of my house. I'm like, yo, listen, I can't do that. I can't do that. Like, you could call police. You know what I'm saying? She tried to ask me if I was gonna call police. I'm like, no. Do I look like a nigga that talk to police now? Come on now. Come on now. Like, we not about to do that. Anyways, 5 minutes later, the man is dressed up, right? He got on like one of those like factory uniforms, like he work at a factory or whatever, you know, which is not unfamiliar because this is the South. But he gets dressed, he steps out the house, he like, so you gonna take my money? Mind you, I'm still downstairs, I'm saying this for a reason. He like, so bitch, you gonna take my money? That's crazy. All I wanna do is lick your ass. Bitch ain't trying to get their ass licked. These bitches don't know what they missing, right? So in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, this nigga's tweaking. Never seen a nigga that wanted to lick a nasty, shitty asshole so much in my life, right? Now, he goes downstairs. When he goes downstairs, I wait a couple seconds because his car was like around the corner from the building. I wait a couple seconds to make sure I hear an engine start, right? Because I'm about to walk up to shorty crib. I wasn't even about to try to hit her nothing. I was literally just trying to get some weed, right? So when I hear the ignition start, I go upstairs. I go to the chick crib and shit. I'm like, hey, listen, I ain't gonna judge you. It ain't none of my business. But yo, you sell pussy? She like, no, I don't sell pussy. But I do charge men. They come see me and we hang out, right? I'm putting the air quotes. She said we hang out. I'm like, I mean, but no judgment, but if he came to do that, why he fussing? Like, what's with the bullshit? She like, I don't know. He mad, trying to fuck me, mad, trying to push himself on me. I don't know what that nigga talking about, but I got his money though. He gave me $600, right? While she counting the $600, and now we talking about how much weed I want from her and all that, it's a knock on the door. It's the dude, he knocking on the door. He like, I left my phone, bitch, open the door, right? I just want to get my phone and I'ma leave. I was already hand on the knob, about to go outside anyway. She like, please don't let that man in my house. I'm like, all right, copy, I'm not. So I open the door. The nigga like, hey, I need to get my phone, blah, 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 blah. But she closed the door fast. And she looks around the house. She like, nigga, why you lying for? Your phone not in here, right? And then I look to the nigga right pocket. It's clearly a cell phone in his pocket. I'm like, oh, he tried to hit it with the okie doke. Try to go back in the crib. I'm like, yo, this nigga bugging. This nigga bugging. This how you catch rape charges and shit, right? So she did not give the nigga his money back. She did not give the nigga the phone back. He went that hard, gave a girl $600, even offered to lick her ass, and all she did was rob him. And that is a proud example of when simping goes wrong.